Hi, this is the final group presentation for pod number 1, EDU 250, summer 2008. This is Melanie Powell,
Javonda Johnson,
and Evelyn Giese.
And we're preparing to share our screen and start showing our slides. There we go. As the final group project, we've already, these are the pod members present, Melanie, Javonda, and Evelyn. And the following members will be discussing each topic.
I'm Evelyn Giese, and I'll be discussing the social media.
I'm Javonda Johnson. I'll be discussing behaviorist instructional instruments.
And I'm Melanie Powell. I'll be discussing cognitivist, constructivist, and instructional instruments.
So the first element on this the slide covers social media. The social media consists of Shutterfly, Facebook, and Weebly. This is our Shutterfly page. It pretty much just starts off with greeting the classroom. We kind of named our class GEMS, Kindergarten Teachers, which stands for Javonda, Evelyn, Melanie, and Susan. Our picture shows food. Well, our theme we picked was individual human needs, which consist of food, clothing, water, shelter, and safety. Our Shutterfly covers our key contacts, each teacher's, the useful links with all the projects that are involved, such as the storyboard, Flip Snack, Jeopardy, Weebly, Quizlet, Facebook. And then we also have below are the files of our project and the movie maker. And also, you go to the top. I've uploaded some pictures and some videos regarding our theme with human individual needs. I think it required the 10 pictures, which 10 pictures should be uploaded, and 5 videos, if I'm not mistaken, and all the videos are right there that I've uploaded from YouTube. The calendar is where we inputted everything that was due as far as our projects were concerned. The volunteer section, I inputted who did what project, class lists and contacts. Have made up some names as far as parents with contact numbers. And then our message board is where we actually kept communication with each other as a group regarding our projects, which was very useful. The Facebook page. Also consists of all of our individual human needs, which consists of all the same pictures, pretty much what we had in Shutterfly. It also covers some videos, some useful links, pretty much kind of like the same as our Shutterfly. Everything was pretty much just transferred into that.
Our connection is slow. That's why it's not loading. There are pictures, so bear with us.
This, our Facebook page as well is under Kindergarten Classroom at GEMS Elementary. It's got some useful links on there. It has our vocabulary terms on there listed for teachers, for parents to be able to look up. It also has all the projects that we've implemented, such as Storybird, Weebly, Quizlet. That one right there, our post. So there's our cover background for our Facebook page, and the children is our cover as a profile picture. It's got the fun activities for your children, which we put up there with the useful links on there. We've got this the storybird. Max loves his trees on there for parents to be able to look into.
Our connection is slow. We're at the public library, so.
Can we just go into now,
Okay.
pretty much?
All right.
And that's pretty much our Facebook page. It's pretty much the same as our Shutterfly. It's got all the same information and useful links and files that the parents can go into. Next is our Weebly page, which there again, our pictures are the same as our Facebook and Shutterfly. And we also have a Meet Your Pod members on there with our names and pictures and a little bio about each one of us. There is our vocabulary words in regards to individual human needs and the definitions that go with it and with the pictures that go along with it. Okay. The next tab would be the social media and learning, such as the Facebook and Shutterfly. Parents, by joining our class Facebook page, they'll be able to access new apps to help their children learn, and they'll be able to update events and special activities that's going on in the classroom. Such as Shutterfly can upload and look at pictures from class activities and field trips. And they can also volunteer to help in our class for special events. As far as the lower order thinking lots, this consists of creating, evaluating, and analyzing, applying, and understanding, and remembering. And this consists of the programs such as Jeopardy, Bingo, and Quizlet. And the next element, second element, she'll go into more detail on that. And then the higher order thinking, which is HOTS, which will cover the storyboard and the flip snack and the movie maker. And then
Activities to do at home.
and this is the activities to do at home under the more learn more tabs. And then just goes into details about our last page goes into details about our class, about our goals, and about us, and that we're here 24/7 for the parents and children. And that concludes our first element regarding social media, which involves the Shutterfly, Facebook, and Weebly.
Okay, second element, behaviors, instructional instruments. Second element, behaviors, instructional instruments, student learning objectives. At the conclusion of this activity, the learner shall be able to match the term with the picture. At the conclusion of this activity, the learner shall be able to match the term with the concept. At the conclusion of this activity, the learner shall be able to match the term with the definition, picture, and audio recording of terms. So the first one is Quizlet. And so pretty much Quizlet has they have the pictures and
Wasn't requiring a password earlier, so now it is.
I'm gonna go to,
We can go on to.
we're gonna go to Jeopardy
Yeah,
first,
while
and then we'll
figure
go
out the
back. Yeah.
password.
We're going to go on to
As we all know, Jeopardy is a pretty popular game for adults and children, and we implemented this game so that children can be more engaged.
It's still loading. Our internet connection is very slow. Sorry. Let's open up that PowerPoint now.
Okay, so you see here we have Jeopardy, and pretty much we did ours a little different, kind of made it a little creative with our colors. And so you pretty much click on the number 1. So if you click on number 1, then, you know, the close will come up, then you click on close, and the word close will come up and go back to home, and so forth and so forth. If you click on, after you finish all the little slides, you go to the Final Jeopardy. They have to figure out what all of this is, and once they figure it out, you can click on the picture, and then the words will come up: water. Okay, and so all right. So the next one that we did was bingo, and so while she's pulling that up, bingo makes learning fun and easier. The student will be able to match the term to the picture sound by playing a bingo game. Bingo provides and extends vocabulary and conceptual knowledge, and it's pretty much a repetitive game. And like we said before, at the conclusion of this activity, the learner should be able to match a term with the concept. And this game can be played at home, not only at school, but at home. So it can be like a family activity.
Why it's taken so long to load, because I've got so many. Trust us, it's in there. It's just not loading.
It's not loading up.
It's open. Now it's trying to open. Okay, here it comes. Was it? I just want to show her that it's there, and then I'm going back to it.
All right, so here you have bingo. We did our slides. And at the bottom, we have pictures that pretty much shows what we've been talking about, the individual human needs. And it has a sound at the bottom. You click on the sound. And then if you scroll up, they have like the cards where, the children will be able to pretty much identify which word you're calling out. So it's identifying and repetitive and sound. Yeah, so you heard that air. So we're going to try to go back to Quizlet and see if that will pull up.
Gems.
So here we have our Quizlet, and as you can see, we have food, and you can click on food, and it says so forth and so on. And at the we have all our pictures at the bottom. And
Behaviorist, before we go to the third element, we can talk about what behaviorist instruction is. Okay, so
behaviorism assumes that a learner is essentially passive, responding to environmental stimuli. Believes that a learner starts out with a clean slate, and behavior is shaped by positive and negative reinforcement. Reinforcement, positive or negative, increases the possibility of an event happening again. Punishment, both positive and negative, decreases the possibility of an event happening again.
This is Melanie, and I'm on the final group project, the third element, which is cognitivist and constructivist instructional elements. Cognitivist or cognitivism is learning goes beyond the external. It's an internal process, short-term or short and long-term memory. Constructivism is learner builds on personal experience, active and social in the learning process. And both the projects for this element, their SLO was at the conclusion of this activity, the student shall be able to judge the outcome of the character's choices. And I've already gone over that. The project-based learning theory, problem, collaborative and cooperative, which the difference between collaborative and cooperative really is your collaborative focuses more on a collective achievement, and the cooperative focuses more on a individual achievement. And all of these projects that we have done as a group they are project-based and problem-based, and they were collaborative as a group, and we've all had to cooperate together. And they are Storyboard, Flip, Snack, and our movie. Let me show you our. Click on this. This is just my individual one, but each member of the pod has their own in the classroom, and it is Max Loves His Tree. Read that to you. SLO, at the conclusion of this activity, the student shall be able to judge the outcome of the character's choices. Vocabulary words: love, to like very much; water, clear liquid that comes from rivers, oceans, and faucets. This is a story about Max and his family. Max is in kindergarten. One day Max finds a seed. Max tells his dad that he wants to plant the seed. Max's dad says, Max, trees need love, sun, and water to grow. Max works hard. Max planted the seed. Max thought, what does it mean to love a tree? Max took care of the seed. He hugged it. He slept with it. Max said, I will love this tree just like I love my mom. Max didn't understand. He asked, Mom, I love you, and Dad, do I need to give you water like my tree? Mom said, Max, you love your tree by making sure it has water and sun to grow. It is not the same way you love us. Soon the pot of the tree was too big for the pot. Mom said, Max, your dad and I will help you plant the little tree outside. Max was happy. Max checked on his tree every day. He made sure that it had water and sun to grow. The tree grew big. Max learned that love for people is not like love for things, but you can love both. The check for knowledge questions: can you think of things that you love that are not people? Can you think of things that you do to show a pet that you love it, like a dog or a cat? What do you do to show your family that you love them? That's the end. And the problem-based was Max did not understand the concept of the word love and how you love people different than you love things. So the next is our Flip Snack. Hold on, all 15. Oh, there it was. Which is the same story. And we're a little short on time, so I'm probably not going to read it. I'll just show it to you. These projects are a good way to implement technology in the classroom. Children love technology. And it's also a way for the teacher to be creative and highlight some of her creativity. That's the And the final is our movie, which is not on yet. Linked, I will link that before 11:55 tomorrow. So, but this is our actual movie, a preview of the movie. Let me go from the beginning for you. I'm going to stop now because, like I said, we're running short on time and we've got more slides to get to, so we can. I want everyone to have a chance to discuss what they learned in the class, what they will use. So here I'm going to hand it over to one of the other ladies.
Okay, this is Evelyn Giese, and what I actually enjoyed, I learned from this class was on the social media part, which I like the Facebook because that is like the most popular social media that's going around now, and I think that most parents can relate to the Facebook page and know how to navigate and know how to get into there and do messaging and all that good stuff. So by joining the Facebook page, they'll, like I said earlier, just reiterating it, they have access to new apps to apply towards their children's learning, and they'll be able to update about events and special activities going on in our classroom. So I really think the Facebook page, a lot of the parents can relate to that as well as the children.
This is Javonda Johnson. I enjoyed doing the behavior instructional instrument. The one that I mostly enjoyed was Jeopardy. I think that is an instructional tool that I will incorporate in my classroom. I think that is fun and helpful. It's a fun, helpful technology tool, and it can keep the children engaged, and it not only captures their minds, but it's a great learning source.
This is Melanie Powell. My favorite element was the third element. I enjoyed making the book, writing the book. I see where that would be really interesting to show to a class or have the students write a book together as a group. It would cover lots of the standards by teaching, going into writing, different English language arts, comprehension. And I also enjoyed Shutterfly, which was in the social media, because I had never used it like that before. I always thought it was just for purchasing pictures, but I can see where it would be an interesting tool and a nice way to keep parents informed in the classroom and connect with each other and encourage family involvement, which is a big, big problem in schools today, getting parents involved, and because children are more successful when their families are involved. And you can make videos and movies with their children, and people love to see their kids as the star of the show. So I think we can take a lot of these tools that we use during this class and use it in the classroom effectively. And then our final slide is the chicken. So
Yay!
And this is the end, because I think we're getting ready to be cut off. I know you said just an hour, but our Zoom account said we were only allowed 40 minutes, so I'm not sure
which is why we had
used,
to kind of speed up our process. So hopefully you'll be able to get into our each of our projects and kind of tell everything that we've implemented in there, and hopefully we've done that according to your guidelines.
I'm sorry we've had a slow internet connection, but we all traveled about an hour away to meet each other to present this together at the Neuse Regional Public Library in Kinston. Our screen sharing has stopped, so we are finishing our recording. And that is all. So